Nintendo taking variable approach to pricing with Switch 2 titles. So as you can see in the video, this is basically an article by game developer. I'm gonna post it down in the description or maybe in the comments so you can check it on your own later. So let's just go straight on the important points, which was quoted by Wario64. So this was actually an interview with Dog Bowser, one of the head of Nintendo US, if I'm not mistaken. What he told us here is, quote unquote, what you see right there is variable pricing. This is pertaining, or this is referring to the fact that most of their games are basically $80 now, like $10 to $20 increase from the previous ones. So this is basically like their justification of why it has those price, So we'll look at each game, really look at the development that's gone into it, the breadth, the depth of the gameplay, and if you will, the durability over time and the repeatability of gameplay experiences. Those are all the factors, and there's many more that go into consideration of what is the right price point for the game. So I think you can anticipate that there will be variable pricing, and we haven't set a benchmark yet. So what do you guys think about this? I do think this is very alarming to the point that the criteria of judgment is very vague. Repeatability, depth, even the development time. How would you even judge that fairly? Because there's a lot of bias towards that. For example, Metroid game took a lot of time to develop, but since it's a single player game, it suffers from the single player's weakness, which is repeatability. You can repeat it once, twice, or even thrice, but after that, you're done. You move on to the next IP. Unlike Mario games and party games as such, you can repeat it every single time. So, what would the Metroid Prime price be? Would it be 80, 70, or even 60? I doubt they'll price it at 60. Because it took a long time to develop that game. I doubt it would be 60 just because it took the development time a lot. And the Mario party game, or the party games in general, doesn't really have a depth because it's very repetitive. It doesn't really have a storyline like single player ones, but the repeatability and durability is there. But given the fact that the depth and the development time usually doesn't take that long, why would they price that at the maximum price point of 80, right? If it lacks some of the other aspects. So if it hits one or two of those aspects or criterias, would it be automatically 80? If that's the case, then most of the games would be 80 then. That's very alarming because they can just say a random BS and put an $80 price tag on it. And it should go both ways, because this is variable pricing. I say both ways. For example, if the game has been released for like 10 games or so, the price should drop. Just like what Sony is doing, the PlayStation, and even Steam is doing. Because it's variable pricing, right? Repeatability, the depth, and even the test of time should be here. If the game is out there for a very long time, the price should drop. That's what it means for variable pricing to go both ways. Not just to increase the price over and over again. I hope that's the case, but I really doubt it. But we will see. Still not out yet, but there's a lot of concerning facts already. So yeah, that's about it for our today's stuff. What do you guys think? Leave a comment there, and goodbye for now. See you next time, and have a great day ahead. Peace.